This your host Beto, now with my man Prophet.
What's good with it?
How you doing?
I'm doing
Thank
good.
you for coming out.
It's all love.
I hit him up randomly, and he actually was like, "Hell yeah, let's do it." I hit him up a couple weeks ago, and he said he was down to do it. So I was excited because when he got here, I told him that I've been following up with your music for a couple years now, and I've been seeing a lot of improvements. Like I've been watching, and I've been watching a lot of artists and shit. And definitely going hard out here. I like the new video you just dropped. It's probably gonna play after this. The Southside video.
Southside, yeah.
That's
I appreciate that, bro. Good looking.
So we were talking a little bit, and you said this new project is the one that you're promoting the most.
I feel I've been doing this for a long time, and I feel I'm not where I want to be because I cut corners on everything I ever did.
Okay.
My Death of a Prophet album, believe it or not, that's my favorite album I ever heard. Not just mine, but
that was your last album?
Yes, that's my favorite album ever. Like my favorite album was The Don Illuminati 783 by Tupac, which is Machiavelli. And I love my Death of a Prophet album the same, more than I love that. And it didn't reach where I thought it should reach because I cut corners with the marketing and the promotion.
Right.
And so when I did this project, I said I'm no longer cutting corners. I'm doing every interview. I'm doing all the posters back in the day, marketing with the news. So I just want to get the most out of every project instead of making great music and then you get bullshit promo and it just fall on only your audience ears instead of getting outside the boundaries.
Right. You talk about your neighborhood and where you grew up and stuff. Is that where you probably feel like where most of your heart of your music comes from? Because you probably obviously witnessed a lot of things.
Yeah. What's crazy? If somebody asks me who I am, the first thing I'm gonna say is, and I'm gonna get this part of the question. This part I'm gonna answer that. First, I would say I'm a believer in God. I'm a believer in Jesus. Those are my first two. That's who I am. Third, I'm a man. And that means, when I say a man, I don't mean just a male. I mean, I have morals, values, and, beliefs that I won't break for nothing. That's being a man. Fourth, I'm a father. Fifth, I'm from Belmont Avenue. I'm Belmont Avenue. That is me. And the reason why is all my closest friends, we all grew up together since 4 or 5 years old, all on Belmont. All my family, all my relatives, all on Belmont. Belmont used to be a good neighborhood back in the 40s and 50s.
When Toledo was booming.
Yeah, it was an all-Polish neighborhood. My grandfather was the first black person to move on Belmont in 1948. Dead serious. From Monroeville, Alabama. The first black person. Right? Yeah. So he gave that house to my mother. The house he had his kids in, that was my mother's house. That's the house I was born in. So all my family was born on that same roof. So my mama lived at 1145, her sister lived at 1143, other relatives 1141. My father lived right across the street from the Belmont store. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so everything is that's some people, you know how people just join gangs and just join this neighborhood. I was actually born and birthed right there. So all my immediate families walking to Pickett Elementary School, we walked from Belmont. It was 10 of us, all 5 years old, all in the same first grade and kindergarten class. And as we grew up, it was 20 of us, 30 of us, all grew up since 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, a lot of people dead in jail out of our original crew, but that's my original friends. All my relatives is from Belmont. And so it means more than just a street or a neighborhood. Is where I'm from for real. It's deeply embedded in me. So that's why my album called The Belmont Story. And it give a backstory to Death of a Prophet. Okay. The Death of a Prophet album, I talk about my nephew, Little Fred. He got killed. And the backstory is what led up to Fred getting killed on the Belmont Story. Fred's dad got killed, which is my sister's fiance. He was 19 when he got killed. My sister was 4 months pregnant with Little Fred. He died at 20. They get a backstory to that on the Belmont Story album. The Death of a Prophet, I mentioned about me getting stabbed. The Belmont Story that's coming out 4th of July, it tell how I got stabbed, why I got stabbed, the whole story.
So you got concept albums coming out, and you really have to listen to them and puzzle them together.
Yeah, so the Death of a Prophet came out, and Belmont Story is the backstory to the Death of a Prophet.
Yeah, that's pretty creative. So do you basically you said you just do your music inside of your house?
Yeah.
And then you go record with a local engineer.
I record everything in my house.
Okay.
And then I just take the tracks to CJ Mack and he mixes. Sometimes I record there too, but overall I record everything.
You just feel more comfortable at your house, or
I just like engineering myself.
right?
Like I just like
You know how you
engineering.
want to sound.
Yeah, I know exactly where I want to come back in at, and so I just, you know, and then I record so many songs. I mean, right now I got probably 700 unreleased songs. You know what I'm saying? And so,
Just stacked up in there.
Yeah.
You probably forget songs that you already made, and then you should come across and like, oh my goodness.
I give them away though. Like a
Really?
lot of my friends, like who come out with songs, those be my songs, and I give them. Then I let singers sing a lot. Like
So you like ghostwrite as well?
yeah, I ghostwrite a lot. And a lot of stuff that be coming out would really be popping in the city. They'd be my old songs that I just gave to somebody.
You keep up on a lot of Toledo like talent, like Robert Easter's fighting Robert Garcia.
Yeah, now Robert Easter's
Mikey
from my
Garcia.
neighborhood.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually stayed over at his house over at Highland Park. Like I lived over there by Highland. He's a pretty cool cat.
Pretty cool guy. His dad from Avondale. Like I'm from
Avondale.
Belmont. His dad is. See, his dad is original South. I shouldn't be telling his dad business. His dad is positive now, but like I'm from Belmont, right? Now Avondale's a street over. So before anybody ever said anything about our neighborhood, the South Side, it was just 3 streets that was known over there. You had the Avondale Posse, but it's like 88, 87.
Back
the
in the
Avondale
day.
Posse, you had Bill Person, and then they find out that you not that, and then everybody, oh, we thought you was this, and not, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather just be me,
People
man.
try to judge and throw shade too much, and I think that's what's wrong. Like, I don't know, I think that's people with closed minds and don't have an open mind. They don't look at perspectives at other ways, you know, and that's what you gotta do. You gotta look at perspectives coming at every angle and things like that in life. Yeah, we just had like a little momentary break, I guess. That momentum was going good though.
Yeah. So you want to know my view on Robert Easter?
Oh, on Robert Easter. So you said you hope the best, and I hope the best for him as well.
He represent the city to the fullest. He
Yes.
really represent the city, and he represent our neighborhood. He from my neighborhood. Like his dad and I are really good. Like his dad is from Avondale, original Avondale Posse. You know, I got super mad love for his dad, so I gotta have love for his son.
Yeah.
And my nephew was like E-Bunny's biggest fan. My nephew, little Fred, was a boxer, but he got killed.
Yeah.
And so a lot of boxers who came up with E-Bunny, they just
Vanished.
E-Bunny, like, you know what I'm saying, he making a legacy off of this. And I believe he opened up a lot of doors for Albert Bell and Juan Nobles, a lot of other little boxers for Tyler
itself.
Yeah.
He brings he generates a lot of decent money coming when he fights in here.
And
It's
he's a
sold
decent
out,
guy, man.
sells out the whole Huntington Center every trip.
Yeah, and I love the fact that he come still and support the City Park basketball tournament and donate money, and he sponsor teams in it. I seen him like, and he tried to keep it a secret. I seen him, and I'm about to tell. If anybody watching, I'm about to tell your business. Like anybody, like they was just asking for little donations. Shit, anybody put out a whopper like here. Don't even tell nobody. I don't think he even counted. It was a lot of money. It looked like some thousands. Anybody had to dump for donations. And so,
That's
man,
cool.
I got to root for him, man.
Right. That's gonna be out in Cali. Do you do a lot of local shows, or you like traveling more?
I've been out so long, and so back in the day I did a lot of local shows. But my last local show I did it for the neighborhood. I did at the hood. We do the hood stop at City Park. It was 4,000 people out there at City Park. Yeah, then
It's
I did
like a little community festival.
Well, we had a basketball tournament at
okay.
City Park. You know, so we brought the tournaments to. Well, my father started that in the '80s. The City Park Basketball League. Then it stopped. Then the other guy named G. Mitch started. He ended up passing away. And then I found I should take it over. And then I just let I didn't really have time. I could, do what I can to help, but I passed it on to somebody else. But people get scholarships from that. If you're the best basketball players ever touched Toledo, go to the City Park League and ball out.
They get their little 5-0 team or something like that. They got 5 players. And...
No, it'd be a real roster. It'd be 12 people, jerseys. BCSN be out there, college scouts. Tony Brown used to play for Libby. He overseas playing now just because they seen him at the City Park League.
Really?
Yeah, and
That's
so
nice.
that's dope. And E-Bunny, he sponsored a team in there,
Right.
and then when the season over, we do this thing called the Hood Stop, where we do a free concert in the park, and so kids could come see perform. There's 4,000 people there.
Is that coming up here soon?
Yeah, that'll probably be in July or August. August.
Oh yeah. Right, so you like giving back to your community as much as you can.
Man, I everybody think I do a super lot. I do, but I could do a lot more. And this year I'm gonna do more. Like, cause my whole goal, I want to build a school. I don't have the resource to build a school, but I want to set up classes in the Frederick Douglass Center, the community center in my school. I want to teach I can't teach. I'm not smart to teach this shit, but I want to get a class on finances, like for entrepreneurs and investors and credit and shit like that. And I want to get a class on manners. Because I think we lack manners, and I think bad manners hold you back. And like good manners will take you a long way, you know.
Right, and the way that you carry yourself can take you a long way. Yeah. I've experienced this myself. I've been doing this little construction thing, and I go on the job, estimate, I'll be down in a button up, and I carry myself pretty well. Well, at least try to.
Yeah.
So that kind of brings me to the question of, if you were like a superhero, would you be a bad guy or a good guy?
Man, I know I wouldn't be a bad guy, and I don't think I'll be a good guy. Cause I'm not a super good guy, and I'm not a super bad guy. I would be that guy who fighting against the bad guys, but I'm not with a squeaky clean image.
Right.
I would be that guy who fighting against the bad guys, but I have my own issues. Like, I might have been a bad guy before.
You
like,
just be the guy in the cut.
Yeah, like I would be that bad. I would be that good guy, but like I would be that good guy who probably would still hang with criminals. But if you're doing something so bad, you raping babies and doing all this shit, and you robbing innocent people and stuff like that, I'm coming to get you. But like, I wouldn't be like. Cause I'm not Superman. I'm not that super positive person, and I'm most definitely not an evil person. Right. So that would be a hard question. The closest thing I can say, I'll be like Wolverine. Like Wolverine, he's not a villain, like and he's not a super good guy. Yeah. I will be like Wolverine, man.
Yeah. Is there anything, you got your album dropping? You got any upcoming shows at all?
Right now the show's coming in. And I've been taking too many shows, and so now we want to stop the shows and put it when the album come out after July 4th. Okay. You know, I just did a show last week in Columbus. It was real nice.
They got a decent little music scene down there.
Oh man, great music scene. I didn't know I was that popular down there. I performed and they rapped my songs word for word. A lot of people from Toledo showed up. A lot of people from Toledo live in Columbus.
Yeah.
You know, so that was a great show. Clothing, like that take a lot of time too.
So that's your brand right there.
Yeah, cast off wear. Cast off wear. Cast off is I am who I am, even when it's unpopular. When your thoughts, hopes, what you stand for is different in the crowd, you're cast off. So we made clothing out of it. And I had a Southside edition of this, had a Toledo edition. And so just different editions of the cast off.
Do you got like a little team behind you as well, or is it mostly just independent?
We all indie. It's straight. Everything I'm gonna do is independent. If a major come right now and give me the biggest check in the world, I'm gonna take it. I'm into all ownership, man. I'm into owning everything. Owning our clothes, owning our music, owning our business, owning our neighborhood. And so my kid, you know, when he get older, I could pass him a business down. Right. You get what I'm saying? And so I'm into ownership. Set up already. Yeah. You know, I'm into ownership because I'm gonna say exactly what I want to say. I don't need nobody because they dumping them millions in you. When somebody invests them millions in you, like I don't care how free thought or independent you think you is, you gonna have to follow some orders. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just, if I feel this way about this and I want to talk about this, I want to talk about this. You know, I'm not with that, man. I ain't with being a puppet or shit like that.
Right. Yeah. That's what they got.